So here's a couple examples of how this may be affecting you today. I'm going to tell you a couple stories. So one is around, I had a friend, and she was a writer, and she decided, literally, this is what she said to me. She said, I am going to get 100 rejections from my writing. She just put it out there. I'm looking for 100 rejections, meaning that she knew that this was going to be part of the process, and she claimed it as her process. And because she did that, she submitted 100 things, and she got featured on BuzzFeed. She got featured on Lenny Letter. She got all of these features, and then she started writing her book, and she was able to get a publisher, and she actually just got her book published. She just published this month. But it all started with this mental shift around failure, that she would put herself out there 100 times. I have another colleague who's really wanting to go back to art school, went to prestigious art school and dropped out, and feels so inadequate because she doesn't have the degree from the prestigious art school. She went to a different school, she transferred, but feels so inadequate because she doesn't have that name, that she holds on to this regret that she didn't push through, she didn't make it. And so she feels less than. So every time she takes that step forward, she feels inadequate because she's living in the past. She's living attached to what she didn't fulfill. This is big. A third client, I'll give you another example of this, had his own company. It was a multi-million-dollar company, and he was doing quite well. And he started making decisions not in alignment with his business partner, and they lost the whole company. They lost all the money. And when we were working on beliefs around this, what came was that he was really being arrogant in his decisions. And he held so much regret for his arrogance. But what he was learning was humility. And so he was identifying with this failing just so he could keep the lesson that he needed to learn from this, which was humility. And this was really keeping him moving forward in his business, his new business. So today, we're going to look through where we have made choices that we're still thinking are regrets, that we're identifying as failures. And we're going to reclaim the energy around this so we can actually move forward and create what's living in our heart. Create that next step. So Janet Finch said, the phoenix must burn to emerge, right? So we think about this bravery it takes to step and put ourselves out there and to try something new and to really go for what is in our heart and our dream. Just know that you're going to go through learning lessons. And it's up to us to take these steps and try and grow from them. So I think if we can actually change our mindset a little bit around failing and see this as part of the process, that it's really just learning and it's really just choices. That the creator of all that is doesn't have judgment on you of your choices. and your decisions. And that maybe where you are today, if you can count your blessings of where you are today, you will see that many of those blessings came because of these choices that you hold as regrets. So sometimes we actually need to do a bit of a reading on ourselves, because we can carry so much guilt and harshness on our decisions and our choices. We need to do a little reading on ourselves sometimes, just to see that we actually have created because of these failures, whether they're failures in our character that we deem as failures, or whether they're failures in our choices, in our goals, and our dreams.